Hi friends, hello, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Hello, so I'm back. You guys know I was gone for a little while, I was traveling, and now we are back, and I thought it would be very, well, first I got strep throat and a double ear infection, which I still have, but I'm trying to push through right now. Took Mucinex about an hour ago. It's like kicking in now and I should be able to get through this video. But today I wanted to film a haul. I wanted to film a video showing you guys, number one, what I got for my birthday, because while I was in London, it was my 25th birthday. So this is like birthday gifts to myself. Also just things I bought while I was abroad, because I think it's kind of cool. My big thing when I'm traveling is to try to buy things that are not necessarily easily accessible to me at home. So I go to stores that are big in like the countries and cities that I'm going to. So for Paris, I wanted to go to a lot of the like luxury stores, which I didn't buy anything, but it was cool to see. And then in London, I wanted to go to places like Primark and Zara, and I went to a couple other places, not just go to like Forever 21s and other places that I would normally go to find clothes and accessories and things like that. I was a little hesitant to make a haul like this just because I never want to seem like I'm like bragging, especially with this haul, because I did go kind of crazy while I was over there. However, it was for my birthday. It's also my money and I can spend it how I want to, and this is how I chose to spend it. And I also asked you guys on Twitter if you wanted to see a haul or if you thought it would be like weird, and all of you, I think, unanimously said that you wanted to see some type of haul. So here we go. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about the makeup I got. So I actually bought a little new makeup bag while I was over there because I got so much stuff. I asked you guys like good makeup places to go to, and everyone said Boots and Superdrug, I believe were the names of the two. So I went to Boots, and then there was a Superdrug right next door. So I went to both, and I tried to get from brands that, again, you could only get in the UK. This was when I was in London. I do know that Makeup Revolution technically is sold in the US in Ulta. There is kind of a limited selection through Ulta, and so I kind of wanted to get a couple of things from the I Heart Revolution line, which I know is stuff you can't necessarily easily get at Ulta. At least I've never seen it, and I'm pretty sure if you do want to buy it online, you have to like pay for shipping or something. Also, there was huge I Heart Revolution and Makeup Revolution and all of their other brands, huge setups in these stores. So I did grab some of that stuff. So I have the Banana Split primer from I Heart Revolution. I'm just gonna pull things out of the bag. This is the Flawless Original Primer from Barry M. Never heard of this brand before, so I was excited. I also know you can buy Soap and Glory stuff in the US, but I've never seen Soap and Glory makeup in Ulta. I've only ever seen Soap and Glory like skincare and body care stuff, so I thought I'd grab a couple other makeup stuff. This is the Mighty Contour, and it's actually a cream contour, which I think is really cool. I want to do a whole video of full face of makeup I got in the UK, basically. This I was really excited about. This is from, oh, I don't know what brand this is from. Well, this is from a brand that you can't get in the US. I had to take everything out of the boxes to like bring it home, so I don't have a lot of stuff, but this is the You Do You Multi-Use Glow Bomb, I think it's from a brand called Collection, and it's kind of just like a glowing highlighter balm, so I thought that would be kind of fun to try. It says you can use it all over your face in all different types of places, so I'm really excited to try that out. I also found this Revolution London, this is another Makeup Revolution brand. They have a matte base full coverage foundation. I've never seen this before at Ulta. I didn't know if it was a new product or what. I grabbed this just because I was like, oh. This is another Barry M product, and this is the Unicorn Primer Drop Beauty Elixir. Kind of reminded me of a dupe for the Farsali unicorn things. It even has like a little unicorn on it. So I thought this could be kind of fun to play around with. I also got a foundation from CYO. I believe I've heard Taylor talk about this foundation before and how much she loved it. So I did want to give this a try, and I'd never seen that brand in stores again in the US before. I feel like very repetitive video, but I also got the Revolution Pro Goddess Glow Primer. This is another like glowy primer. I don't know if you're sensing a theme here, but everything is very like glowy cheek products. Again from Barry M. They had this like wildlife collection, which part of the proceeds from what you bought went to endangered species. I thought that was really cool. So I got this little palette that I thought was really, really pretty, with all these kind of cool different colors. And then I also got a sort of lip balm from the brand. It was the Wildlife Sunset Pink, and it's like kind of a tinted lip balm. So I thought the Barry M brand, they had tons of stuff too. Next, I got something from Sleek. I know Sleek is kind of a, again, one you can get from Ulta, but I've never seen them in stores at my Ulta. So I wanted to get a sleek, I always hear about the sleek highlighter palettes, and I believe I had the Solstice palette a while back, but I did want to try one of their like single pan highlighters. So I just got one of these really pretty gold ones. Oh, I also got this just because my boyfriend calls me, well, my fiance now, surprise, he calls me Banana, and because my name's Hannah, it's very original. So for that reason, he always like finds the banana things in the store, and he saw this in the store and was like, this is so cute. So I grabbed that. It's just a cute little thing. I also grabbed the Soap and Glory Thick and Fast mascara. I'm zooming through this because I want to do a whole video based on like this makeup, but I thought I would show you guys. This is from the brand Makeup Obsessions, and it is the Lightning Glow Illuminating Fixing Spray. This is also the You Do You. This is from the brand Collection 2. The You Do You Cheek and Eye Tint. Kind of remind me of the Glossier Cloud Paint, which I didn't like, but I'm hoping this will be like a better formula. I wanted to try and see if I could find something. And then I got, oh, this was like a CBD brow gel from Makeup Revolution. Okay. And then I also got a concealer from the brand Nip and Fab. And then finally, I got a powder from Max Factor X. It is a cream to like powder. I felt it in the store. One thing about the UK that's very cool is even in their drugstore stuff, they had samples that you could try, which I thought was really cool. Because normally at drugstores in the US, there aren't like testers you can try things out. There are at Ulta, but if you go into like drugstores, there aren't. The other thing I thought was really cool, like I said, I'm gonna do a whole video full face of like this type of makeup. But the other thing I thought was really cool was that when you went into the more like drugstore ones, there was a very interesting mix between high-end and drugstore makeup. So you had brands like Benefit and Smashbox mixed in with like Makeup Revolution. And I don't know, I just thought it was kind of interesting, like in the same aisle, you know what I mean? There was like Fenty Beauty lip glosses at like the drugstore, which I thought was kind of cool. We don't really have that in the US. The fact that I fit everything in this little bag to take home, like come on, I'm amazing. So that was kind of the UK makeup that I bought, and I'm gonna do a whole video on that stuff. The rest of this stuff was more just birthday stuff that I got for me. One of the first things this was like a true gift that my boyfriend got me, was we actually went to Tiffany's in Paris, which has always been my dream to go to Tiffany's. I kept the little blue box, and we bought the cheapest necklace in the store because everything was so expensive, but it was also sparkly and fun to look at. So we did go to Tiffany's, and we got one of the little classic like heart necklaces, and Charles got me this for my birthday, which was so sweet. We weren't really planning that, and then we went in there and I saw it and I loved it, and he was like, you know what, this will be your birthday present, because he hadn't got me anything yet. The whole plan was for him to buy me something while we were over there. So he was like, this can be your birthday present, I'll get this for you. So that was really, really sweet. I'll put a picture of it right here so you guys can see, but it's just like the little classic heart, and it says like return to Tiffany & Co. I think it's really cute. And I'm the type of person, I don't really love jewelry, but I like jewelry that I put on and then just don't take off. So that's kind of what this necklace is gonna be, kind of like an everyday little necklace, but I really like it. The next thing I got that's kind of random is we went to it's called Whittered, and it is a tea place, and obviously we were in London, so we were like, oh, let's get some tea. But we got tea for our family to bring home. But I also got this for myself. I got the English rose flavored black tea. I've never tried rose flavored tea before, so I thought, why not? Kind of fun to try. I feel like I should have organized this better, but. Oh, I forgot to mention I got this palette. This is from Makeup Obsession. This is the Rady Dusk palette. It's just like this cool toned, like kind of vampy palette. I don't know, I thought it was really pretty. This like silver, the glitters in this look unreal, so I'm actually really excited to play with this one as well. So I did go to Zara and I got a few things there. So the first thing I got was this little beanie. This is like a very oversized chunky beanie. Most of my beanies are a little bit more thin. This one's very chunky, very warm, and I wore this a ton the rest of the trip. I wore this on the plane. I've worn this everywhere since buying it. I really, really like this little beanie. It was like, I think £5. So while I was there, I also did get a scarf. So in a video I made at the end of 2019, I was like, I'm not buying scarves anymore. I hate them. But while I was over there, because I'm plus size, obviously. So I kind of like always feel weird wearing scarves because I feel like they look very weird on my body. I feel like they make my face look weird. I just never vibe with scarves. While I was over there, I saw a ton of other plus size women styling scarves in a way that I thought was really cool and beautiful and looked really nice. And so I actually picked up this really neutral gray colored scarf. It's very oversized and very long, and it's like a long sort of gray what if I just slowly started putting things on? And I saw people wearing them kind of more like relaxed and casual. Like I always, when I want to be mindful of the candle, but I always would try to like drape them and do weird things. And I saw people literally just wearing them open like this with like hoodies and like sweatpants, and it looked so cute and it pulled an outfit together so well. So I did pick up this scarf because it was really inexpensive. I like the material of it because it's very soft. It's a nice neutral gray that'll match a lot of things, and I thought it was very cute. Zara was really cool. The other cool thing I noted about shopping in the UK was that not a lot of brands carried plus sizes, right? But like the places I went, Zara and Primark did carry plus sizes, and I really enjoyed it because they were just mixed in with normal sized clothing. Like everything was kind of just all in one. And normally in the US, when you go shopping as a plus size person, there's like a designated section that is your section, and that's where all of your clothing is. Here, if I saw a shirt I liked, I could just go find my size in that shirt because they carried plus sizes for all of their clothing, which I thought was really, really, really cool, and it made shopping there a lot more fun. I will say Zara didn't have everything in plus sizes, but they made it very clear on the tags if they did or if they didn't, so that way you weren't wasting your time looking for your size if they just like had it only go up to a size large or whatever. So I did find this little cardigan at Zara. It is just a green cardigan with yellow buttons on it. I thought it was super, super cute. Good for like my internship and stuff too. I always need professional-esque clothing. This shirt I was really excited about, but I actually ended up wearing it. That kind of ruined how it's supposed to look. Hold on. Well, that kind of looks like how it's supposed to look, but we'll see. So I did get this kind of like yellow shirt. It has a little high collar with a bow. And then down here, there's kind of these like little ruffles to the shirt. And it is kind of see-through too, which is kind of fun because I could wear it with like different things. I got so overexposed there, sorry. I thought this shirt was really cute in store, and it ended up putting on, it's very flattering. Stuff that has kind of that like cropped, like it has kind of designated things instead of just being flowy. Really, really cute. I wore this with a cardigan that I bought. I believe I have it over here. I wore this with like a tan beige cardigan, and it was actually a really cute, more sweet look. I think I'm probably gonna get a lot of use out of this in the spring and summer. Definitely not wintry, but over there it also wasn't cold. Like it was cold for the UK and Paris, like it was in like the 40s and 50s, but for us it was very warm. So I was ecstatic to be buying like spring and summer clothes because that's the weather for us in the spring. But then I came home and it was like 20 degrees and I was like, oh yeah, it's freezing here. Last thing I got from Zara was actually just this kind of more simple gray knit sweater. This is actually in a size large. I noticed that a lot of their oversized stuff that maybe was a large or an extra large would actually fit me just normally and not be oversized. So I did buy this. I think it's supposed to be a bit of an oversized sweater. On me, it's just a normal sweater. And I thought it looked really, really cute. I wore this when we went to go see Hamilton on the West End, and I actually loved how comfortable it was, how cozy it was. The fabric is really, really nice. I like that the material isn't just a gray color. I know it might look like that on camera, but it's actually got like little bits of other colors put in. So I thought this was a really cute, nice, well-made sweater. Zara was very, very affordable, which I appreciated. Oh, I also just got this plain black t-shirt, but that's just because I needed it for while I was there. That wasn't like a really big purchase. So then I went into a store called JD Sports, and I actually had a lot of luck there. I know that you can buy stuff from JD Sports online, technically in the US, but I'd never been into an actual store, and I bought a lot of stuff. So I bought, they were having a sale on Adidas t-shirts. I tried to find t-shirts that I have never seen in the US. I really love like athleisure wear. You can probably tell from my videos. I love like athleisure wear. I love sneakers. I'm a big sneakerhead. So I knew going over there I wanted to buy some cool sneakers that I maybe didn't see in the US. So when I saw these t-shirts on sale, I was like, well, let me just try to find ones that I don't normally see when I'm perusing like the places I buy athleisure from, like Dick's or other things like that. So I did find this t-shirt. It just has the Adidas with kind of cool lettering on it. And then this one reminded me very much of like the early 90s. I don't know. It kind of looks like the Polaroid logo, I felt like. So I thought that was kind of cute. These were just because it was a good deal, not necessarily like the most unique thing. But I did also find two pair of shoes that I am like obsessed with. I actually could not find this pair online anywhere in the US, and I also have never seen these in stores, so I have no idea like where they came from or what happened with these, but I have not been able to find this particular pair of yellow Fila chunky shoes. I love the chunky Fila sneakers. I have two pairs. I have one of the classic like white, and I also have one that is like pink with embroidered roses on it that I love. And I saw these and I thought they were so freaking cool. I just love a bright shoe. I think they're so fun, and I love the Fila style of chunky shoe. They're probably my favorite chunky shoes. I was very against the chunky shoe when it first started becoming a trend. I was like, that's ugly. But now I'm all for it. I think these are super, super, super sick. And like I said, I couldn't find these. I looked online before I bought them because I was like, like, well, if I could just buy them, I don't want to buy them. But I looked, could not find any like this particular yellow and this particular design. I love that it has the kind of treads on the bottom because it is winter and it's also going to be spring, so it's going to get muddy and awful. So it's nice that these have some grip and traction to them. And I thought these were really, really cool. The only thing I did struggle with was it was very hard to find a shoe size conversion chart that was accurate. Felt like everywhere we went, the shoe sizing was completely different based on like what we thought the size I was. So there was a little bit of trial and error with the sizing, but the people who worked at JD Sport, incredibly nice to me and really, really helped me find a pair that actually fit me in this particular style. I ended up finding these shoes, which they're already a little bit dirty on the bottom because I have worn them already. I am absolutely obsessed with these. These are from Adidas and they're the Adidas Boost and they look like this. I don't have a lot of black shoes. Pretty much all the shoes I own are like white, which is dumb because they get so dirty. I'm so bad at keeping shoes clean. So my boyfriend was like, you should get a pair of black shoes, and we both saw these and thought they were just so cool. They have all of this kind of gold and silver detailing along the sides and then the true like bam gold kind of coloring right here. But I thought the style of these shoes was really cool. I have all the like basic sneakers that every basic person has, and my boyfriend was like, if you keep buying basic sneakers, I'm throwing them all away. You have to start buying cooler shoes. So he kind of helped me to find shoes that were a little bit more unique and different. And again, these are ones I couldn't really find online. I found a pair from like a random store that I'd never heard of before, and I think they were being resold. So, and they also were out of most of the sizes except for this size, which happened to be mine. So I think these are really cool. I think they're really sick. I love Adidas, one of my favorite brands. So I was a fan of these. I was really excited. Okay, next. A shoe store called Russell and Bromley, which we went into because I needed shoes. We were going to Hamilton and all I had brought on the trip was sneakers that were like dirty white sneakers that I was planning on walking around in all day. And I was like, oh, I'll just buy a pair of shoes for like Hamilton because I wanted to buy nice shoes anyway. So we went to the store because they had like 70% off signs everywhere. And I tried these shoes on and I fell in love with them. And then I looked at the price tag and I was like, but then I really liked them. And my boyfriend was like, you know what? Just get them. Like, you're only here once. Just get the shoes. I had a pair of boots that were very similar to these that were like more of a velvet material that I loved because they were like this style of shoe with a very small heel but still like classy and fancy. Loved those, but they got absolutely destroyed this winter with the salts because I didn't treat them because I'm an idiot. So these I bought the little like spray for and I did waterproof these already. I believe they're real leather and they have the double zip on either side, but they're very comfortable. They're very classy. I think they're really cute and it's a type of boot that I actually needed anyway for work stuff and everything. So yeah, I really like these. I thought they were so cute. The next thing I bought was actually from Paris. So while I was in Paris, I didn't really buy a lot in Paris. I'll actually show you the other thing I got. I didn't really buy a lot in Paris because mostly the stores where we were shopping, which I believe was called the Champs. I'm gonna butcher it and people are gonna get so mad at me, but I believe it was called the Champs-Élysées. That is what I believe the concierge man told me. It's right by the Arc de Triomphe. You can see it at the end of the shopping. It's a beautiful street. They have tons of gorgeous shops. Most of the places there were like designer stores, which I went into and looked at, but obviously did not buy anything. So I did go into those stores mostly and we spent most of our time doing that for the shopping day. But we did also go into the Sephora, which the Sephora in Paris, that particular one is like one of the biggest Sephoras I've ever been into in my entire life. And my boyfriend was like, why don't we each you get a perfume and I'll get a cologne that we only know as like French brand. So this, I wish I knew what it was called. Nina Ricci. It's a little apple shaped perfume bottle and it comes off like this and it looks like this. It has a little like bite taken out of it and it smells just so like citrusy and it kind of different from all the other ones I have. I either have very floral or very kind of deep smelling perfumes like YSL Black Opium's like one of my favorites, or I have like Marc Jacobs Daisy. This was a little bit more citrusy, a little bit more like kind of different. Yeah, definitely strong citrus vibes with this one. So I thought it was really kind of smells like an orange and an apple combined. So I thought this was a really cute little perfume bottle. I liked it, so we ended up getting this. Very excited about. I think I'm gonna try to make that a thing, like buying a perfume or something from like different countries, because I think that's kind of cool. It's like a cosmetic item without having to bring home a bunch of makeup every time. And then also while I was there, I saw the Marc Jacobs Glow Away. I was talking about this in a Yasser Pass and I saw them in store. I hadn't seen them in store in the US yet and I knew they said they weren't coming out till the summer. I did see when I got home that they are already online at Sephora. So I think maybe I thought like, oh, Paris got it first, but in reality it had just already come out and I just hadn't been paying attention. Either way, I'm happy I bought it because I would have wanted to buy it no matter what. So I did buy this. We did go to a store called Uniqlo, which is actually based on like Japanese street fashion kind of, which I thought was kind of cool. And I just found this t-shirt that I thought was really cool. Just like kind of a cool scenic picture. I don't know. I liked it. I thought with like some joggers and like sneakers, cute. You know, I don't know. Then we went to Primark, and I love Primark. I kind of just walked around and grabbed whatever because it was closer to the end of the night on like the last day we were there. And I was like, I'm just gonna buy some stuff at Primark. I found these little t-shirts. I got them in a 2XL for like $2, like $2.50 pounds wise. So this one had little stripes on it. And then this one just has like a rose with like a little quote, which I thought was kind of cool. And then I also bought this sweater, which I was really excited about because I thought it was so cool. It kind of just looks like a basic white cream crew neck, but then when you go to the sides, it actually has zips on either side that you could zip up or leave zip down just to give it kind of a fun look to it. I thought that was kind of cool. And then I also grabbed this shirt that's just kind of like a knit shirt. It was so soft. I think that's why I bought it. It's so soft. Kind of like a knit shirt with the seam running straight down. Finally, for the big thing. So the big thing I bought, which this is hands down the most money I've ever spent on a bag. Before we left for Europe like a month ago, I did a lot of decluttering in my life. I got rid of a ton of my bags that I own. I got rid of a ton of shoes. I got rid of a ton of clothes. I got rid of makeup. I kind of decluttered everything in my life. And I've been trying to be a little bit more cautious about what I bring in. But I knew going over there that I did want to buy some sort of bag if I could. If like I loved one or fell in love with one, I did kind of want to buy one that I wouldn't normally be able to buy. So where I live in Rochester, we have like Coach and Kate Spade and Michael Kors and things like that, but we don't really have like luxury. Like I just can't justify spending $1,200 on a bag. And believe me, it is tempting when you see the bags in person because they are beautiful, but like I just couldn't do it. And so I saw that there was a Ted Baker and a Tory Burch like right next to each other, both which are more on par pricing wise with like Coach and Kate Spade. And so I was like, okay, let's go into Tory Burch and let's just see. And I've seen their bags online before, but I've never like really looked into them as a brand until I walked in there and I freaking fell in love with everything. I was like, all of this stuff is so beautiful. And the lady was showing me around. They were very nice to me. Every single person I encountered in London shopping was so incredibly nice to me. She was so nice to me. She was showing me around, and then I saw this bag and I absolutely just freaking fell in love with it. And she was kind of selling me on it, and I was like, you know what? And my boyfriend was sitting there with all the bags, and he was like, if you're gonna buy it, you just need to buy it. Like, we can't keep doing this. So I decided to buy the bag, and I ended up getting a Tory Burch bag. It looks like this. It's a little crossbody bag. It has this beautiful like floral, kind of almost country. It kind of reminded me of like a country-esque vibe. And then this is the back. I think it's so freaking pretty. And this is the perfect size. I love bags that are this size. I love bags that are big enough to fit. It has like a little pouch and then this. I love bags that are big enough to fit a wallet and fit a couple other things, but not so big that it gets crowded because I'm the type of person that'll throw everything in my bag and just go. But for something like a night out or even just like casual day to day, I think this bag is so freaking pretty and like perfect. And I just absolutely fell in love with it in the store. I loved the way that it fit. I loved the style of it. I thought everything about it was so pretty. The strap, I loved the fact that the strap was a dark blue to kind of contrast the lighter blue in here. All of the little details on it, I absolutely loved. I also feel like lately with bags, the ones that I've been buying are very similar. I buy like a very similar color. I really like pink, so I buy a lot of pink bags. I don't have a lot of bags that are this color blue, something a little bit more different patterns. Most of my bags are just plain colors, neutrals, or pink. So I did think this was something very different that I didn't have before. I was really excited about this. So this was like my big kind of splurge moment where I was like, okay, you're in London, buy the bag, basically. So I really liked this bag. I thought it was so pretty. While I was there, I did also go to the Body Shop, which I know is like a big place in London. And I got a shampoo and conditioner that were a banana shampoo and conditioner, which I was very excited about. And I also got this this is the British Rose body yogurt, which I thought was kind of cool. So I did get those things too at the Body Shop, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else I bought that I'm like forgetting. I think that's pretty much everything. But I think that's it for me, you guys. I just used that body yogurt and I freaking love it. That's it for me, you guys. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it, it was fun seeing what I bought at the different stores that I went to, kind of comparing and contrasting the shopping experience in America versus the UK and Paris, obviously. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just subscribe, or do neither. Honestly, just so happy you're watching me. Thank you so much for being here. My merch, my social media, and everything I'm wearing on my face will be linked down below, along with a link to register to vote. That's right, you can click on that link. You can register to vote and you can be part of your democracy. It's a crazy fun thing to do. If you're not from the United States, that link does not apply to you. Please make sure you're staying informed on what's going on, what's happening in your part of the world. Just use your voice in a positive way if you can, because the world absolutely needs more of that. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! bye.